Alright, this is the tutorial for the Apply Your Knowledge component of Module 3. We're going to be working on the donor table and Smartart project. So this is going to be a start file that we'll have. So let's go ahead and do File Open. And we're going to go to wherever you keep your data files. Again, for me, it's on my flash drive and CAPL 1023 data files from Module 3, and this is 3-1. Alright, so we've already got this table started for us, and let's right away do a file save as to give it its new name. So save as, browse, and again save it to wherever you save your assignment work. And we're going to call this one WD3-donor, what was it again? Donor table and Smartart. SCWD3-donor table and Smartart. All right. So it says in the line containing the table title, donor categories, remove the tab stop at the 1-inch mark on the ruler. Right, so we're just going to take this. So we're going to come up to right here, select that row, and we're going to come up here, left click on that tab, bring it down into our document, release it to release that tab. And then you'll notice if we click down here, we've still got tabs. Alright, but that one's gone. Okay, it says set a centered tab at the 3-inch mark on the ruler, move the center tab stop to 3.25. So I'm assuming that's for the document. I'm just going to do a Control-All to select everything. And again, it tells us to set a tab, readjust it. I'm just going to come up to our launcher, go to Tabs, type 3.25 to set a 3.25 tab, center it, set it, OK. All right. We're good to go. All right. So I know that this right here, this donor funds distribution, I can see that there's a 3-inch tab here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that because I know we're going to need to center that. So just a little preemptive planning. All right, so step 4 says in the line containing the Smartart graphic title, remove the tab. Okay, so remove the tab stop. Bold the characters in the donor categories title. Use the increase font button to 16. All right. Oh, and then use the decrease to go to 14. All right, so we're going to put it at 14 and change it to blue accent 1 darker 25. So blue accent 1 darker 25. All right. And then it says use the format painter to apply the formatting from the table title to the Smartart graphic title. So we're going to use the format painter, apply that formatting right there. And it says this should be centered at 3.25, which is good. All right, and with just this donor funds distribution chart selected, we're going to go to apply the thick underline border, and let's change the color to orange accent 2, lighter 40%. All right, so there's our border. All right, so it says in the table, select one of the duplicate rows containing the butterfly category. So select one of those, and then delete it. So we can go to our table layout and delete row. Alright, then in step 9 in the table, select one of the duplicate columns containing recognitions and delete the column. So recognitions and delete column. Insert a column between the amount and ID columns. So amount, ID, we're going to insert right there and fill in the column as follows. So the title will be email updates. The first quarterly, monthly, weekly. So quarterly, monthly, and weekly. All right. It says insert a new row above the Bison row. So Bison, we're going to insert a new row right up here. In the first cell of the new row, enter the word elk. All right, and then we're going to fill in the cells with the amount of $500. The email update is monthly. The ID is card and PIN. Well, card ampersand PIN. The discounts, 10% in store. And the recognition, online, and paver. Online ampersand paver. Sorry. All right. Let's go ahead and do a quick save right here. It says in the table style options group, so we're going to select this table. Our table tools design tab. In our tables tools design, we're going to ensure that these check boxes have been marked. So header row, banded row, and first column. And last column and banded column. Wow. Last column, banded column. Header row, banded row, first column. Oh no, okay. The total row, last column, and banded row column should not be checked. All right, that's good. Those are ugly that way. All right, so it says apply. This is step 13, apply the grid table 6 colorful accent 4 style. So the grid table 4. So grid table 6 colorful accent 4. All right, select the entire table. So I've got my entire table selected. Change the font color to blue accent 1, darker 25. So the font color is blue accent 1, darker 25. Position the insertion point at the end of the donor funds distribution chart title, and then press enter. And then clear formatting. So clear formatting. On the new line, center the insertion point on the line. So we're going to center, Control E or center. It says in the blank line below the donor distribution chart, insert a diverging radial Smartart graphic. So insert Smartart, and we want the diverging radial. So it's going to look like this one. And then we're going to add two shapes. So add a shape, add a shape. So adding two shapes to it. So in the Smartart graphic, enter the text. In the center, how your donations help. Alright, that's going to go in the center. Alright, and then we're going to go to the center top. Now if you want to enter them in these objects, you can. If you want to go to the text pane, you can open up the text pane and enter them that way as well. We are going to, and again, it doesn't make a difference how you do it, but we're going to start at that top and we're going to type riverbed cleanup. All right, and then the second one is educational outreach. The next one is trail maintenance. The fourth one is landscape orientation. The fifth one is landscape restoration. Not landscape orientation. Landscape restoration. Then research programs and visitor center operations. Research programs and visitor center operations. All right, so there's our Smartart. We're going to change the colors to colorful range, accent 2 to 3. So change colors, colorful range, accent colors 2 to 3. And apply the intense effect. Alright, best match, intense effect. We do not need to center our name. And then we can save this, so close this, save the document, and that's it. So you are done with the project.